Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daily Tactics here, and I am back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and today we find ourselves actually back on Kashyyyk once more. We've done quite a number of Kashyyyk videos in the past, and I really enjoy the Kashyyyk battle. I love the idea of like a Star Wars-esque D-Day type of a deal, and I was perusing the Galaxy at War Discord, and I found this map on there that someone had created, and I thought it was really cool take on Kashyyyk. It's a lot cleaner of a look than your normal Kashyyyk battle in Men of War Assault Squad 2, so I thought we would go ahead and do it. So the defenders here are of course the 41st Elite Corps, some of them in their camouflage armor, some of them in their standard armor, and they've got Wookiee companions thrown in there too. They have one of these AT-MT tanks. They're basically ATTEs without the top turret. Still very powerful tank, still something that the invaders need to be careful of. Then they have one of these AV-7 cannons back here. Another thing that the invaders are gonna have to watch out for because these things have some extreme destructive capabilities. And then thrown throughout are these little turrets every which way. There's some in these buildings over here. There's some out in the open. There's some like behind certain objects, things like that. So those are thrown throughout the map. Also, I didn't notice this. There's a cool LAAT with a neat design on it. I like that a lot. Oh, it looks like that belongs to the wolf pack, because that's Plo Koon right there. I don't know, maybe. That's kind of neat. Didn't notice that on the first pass of the map. Either way, the main defender here, because for some reason he was very popular in the video I uploaded the other day, is Lord Bob again. Jedi Lord Bob, if you will. People were really into Lord Bob, so Lord Bob is back. He's chilling. He's a mysterious Jedi. We don't really know a lot about him, but he's going to be helping out on Kashyyyk today in the droid attack on the Wookiees. So, Lord Bob's here to rescue the day. For the attackers, they are security droids, actually. I wanted to get a little color in there, a little flavor. They've got snail tanks. They've got AAT tanks. They've got actually commando droids leading each squad, which is kind of cool. And then mixed in there are some Trandoshans who are aiding in the battle as well, because as we know, Trandoshans are sort of a main enemy of the Wookiee, so they're sprinkled in throughout here as well, and we'll see them in the battle. So without further ado, guys, I'll be right back and we can get this battle started. One moment, please. Alright, you bad Larrys. I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and press start here. Could be pretty laggy in the beginning, and it looks like it is somewhat laggy, and that's because the sheer amount of firepower that's going on in the beginning of this battle is really coming to fruition. Here we can see the AT-MT firing off some of its laser cannons, some of the clones on the ground. Actually, pretty much all of the clones on the ground are being suppressed currently just by so much droid firepower, but a couple of them are popping up bravely and trying to take out some of these droids. A lot of them are dropping though. We can see that there was some failed droid attacks before, so the clones are probably in a bit weaker of a state than their defense was previously, but that also could mean that the droid assault is in a weaker state than the previous attacks as well. So yeah, we're really seeing the front lines of the beach defense going down. It's kind of hard to see the droid losses because most of them are like submerged in water, or at least all the dead bodies are, but we'll check that out in the end of the video. These rocket troopers trying in vain to nail some of these AAT tanks. Not really getting any hits. They're doing some big misses actually right now, but taking out those tanks is going to be key to the war effort here. If they don't take them out, then those tanks can do a lot of damage, but they're getting some good hits now, which is good to see. Yeah, the front lines is pretty much getting decimated. Oh, there was an AAT tank way over here on the edge of the map that did finally get taken out. So we're sort of on to the second line of defense here, and we can see that this infantry turret is firing away for the clones. There's also still some 41st Elite Corps infantry left alive over here. And behind these rocks, there's infantry left alive. So the defense on the beach, the very front of the beach is over, but now there's sort of these guys in the back lines of the beach that are now capable of taking over. And it looks like the droids really are coming onto shore now. We see they have taken some losses here and things like that. And there goes the AT-MT. That's a big loss for the Republic right there, actually. That thing was definitely holding the beach very nicely, but now that it's gone, we could see Lord Bob's defenses possibly lose a lot of their firepower here, as the droids seem on the right side to have really made it very far, but on the left side here, they're causing they're running into a lot more problems. It seems like the clones are doing a much better job over here of stemming this invasion force, while the right side over here is really getting full-on invaded. And now the droids are going to be able to use... Okay! Wow, that was a large explosion. Oh my god, it's going flying. Okay, that's one way to cause some deforestation. That's actually bad for the droids, because that was a big piece of cover for them. That sucks. They need to really sort of move forward and get behind these pieces of cover instead of lying out in the open like this. If they utilize the cover, they'll be in a lot better of shape. We can see actually this commando droid right here with his sniper. He was rounding off. Now he has laid down for a brief respite there. A couple Trandosians trying to move forward. These are some weird-looking creatures, these lizard dudes in their full armor. I don't know if this is like accurate to how the Trandosians looked. My sort of version of a Trandosian that I think of in my head is Bosk, and he was a lot sort of skinnier and less bulky than these guys, but maybe these are like Trandosians who just drink muscle milk all day. I don't know. We see some Wookiees over here putting up a nice little fight with their clone allies behind these rocks in these bushes. Actually, a DC-15X clone trooper right here. As we know, those can be very, very powerful, but he goes down. Shame to see. This guy's actually rocking the, a few guys here are rocking the commando weapon of choice, the DC-17M, which is a very, very cool machine gun, sort of submachine gun type thing. I don't know exactly what it is. This little nest for the machine gun has gone down over here. And a lot of the clone troopers back here have gone down as well. Actually, all of them now. There are 2 Wookiee turrets that are being piloted currently by clone troopers within this little bunker area, and they're still rounding off at the enemy. Keeping these things alive will be very important because these weapons are actually very, very powerful. I've found out in previous battles. These are powerful turrets, so keeping those alive would be great for the war effort. Alright, these sort of inner defenses for the clone troopers have gone down considerably, and the droids have gotten a better foothold. They are finally sort of pushing out and getting behind this cover here, like I was saying they should earlier. And I think that's leading to them having a better chance at shooting down their enemy, which is good for them, bad for the clones. The clone very back lines over here are somewhat starting to get into range of the droids. We can see like the Wookiee riflemen are really able to fire. The DC-17 clone troopers, though, are still too far away to use their weapons. The AB-7 is taking aim at some of the oncoming droids and I think attempting to fire at them, and yeah, it is rounding off a little bit. That hit right here, which actually took out a good number of droids. I was gonna say it's kind of in the middle of nowhere of a shot, but they ended up doing quite well. And now we see on the left side over here the droids fully invading, fully coming on into the mainland here and really pushing forward. That's good for the droids. But the clones still have a nice assortment of defenses from which to stop them from. These 2 cannons still rounding off nicely. They have very good frontal cover. Very little of the clone's head or body is exposed on these things, so that makes those very powerful cannons. The very back lines here is starting to take a few losses. Lord Bob is sort of commanding his troopers with his lightsaber. These rocks up ahead over here also starting to take some more heat, taking some more losses. These Wookiee rifles, though, it's important that the clones keep those alive because those things are super powerful, almost as powerful as the DC-15X sniper. So keeping as many of these Wookiees alive is going to be key to the war effort. Now it seems like actually the right riverbank, not river, ocean bank, at least I think it's an ocean, could be a sea, who knows, they're sort of coming into the same problem the left side had earlier, where they're not pushing as far forward as their allies over here, and that sort of leaves the allies susceptible to a bit of a flank, possibly. These Wookiees and clones up here that were on this little perch seem to have died for the most part. There's one Wookiee left alive, but he's just sort of chilling. He doesn't really want to peek out. Actually, I thought this was a really cool detail in the map. These downed clone pilots who were cruising on in this LAAT. It's actually a few clones around them that took up shop behind the rocks, but I thought that was a neat little detail. Yeah, these Wookiees still rounding off, still doing a nice little defense here. The droids are still taking losses, but I don't know if they're taking losses at a good enough rate that the clones will be able to win the battle. It seems like the droids are making a lot of really, really good progress here and aren't being stopped outright, and that's sort of dangerous for the clone troopers. These 2 turrets still alive, and this DC-15X clone chilling behind them are still alive too, which is kind of cool. But the droids are sort of starting to get into a bit of a flanking position where they can hit these turrets from the side, especially from over here, so that's going to be a major problem. See Trandoshans actually coming pretty far out. There aren't too many Trandoshans left alive. It seems like for the most part they died out. This AB7 cannon still kicking. How many kills has it got? 55 in one tank kill. That's impressive. Actually, from the mini-map right now, we can see the blue on the mini-map is where the clone troopers and Wookiees are left alive. So the very backline defense here is still very powerful, still very much so alive and kicking. What is this clone doing? Let's just adjust him because he looks derpy as heck. And then we got spatterings of resistance. This guy's still alive up here. There's a few guys over here. These turrets, as well as this little area right here, are still alive. So the clones have considerably less defenses than I'm sure they'd like to have, and then that they started with. But also the droids are sort of getting halted at this position. They haven't really made it too far past here. So there's still a chance the clone defense could hold out here and gain a nice victory here in the name of Lord Bob. But times do seem to be getting a little bit more desperate as the droids proceed forward quite nicely. It's just I guess an effective assault here for the droids. Though can't not give credit to the clone troopers because the clones are doing an excellent job here. By the way, I wonder if well, actually, never mind. I'm recording this on Tuesday, February 12th, and right now it is just snowing a heck of a lot. I think this video is going to be going up on Friday, but yeah, it is snowing a lot here, and I was wondering if anyone else was experiencing some snow. I am in New England, so like, you know, very specific snow region. Here, let's put another clone on this turret, and then I'd like Lord Bob to crouch down. Get down, sir. Protect Lord Bob. Get down. So yeah, I was just sort of curious if you guys were experiencing any snow or anything like that. Actually, I think it's gonna snow for the better part of the rest of the week. Which is kind of interesting because we really went from like a very snowless winter to all of the sudden, oh, that turret did end up going down, to all of a sudden just lots and lots of snow, which is kind of wild. Global warming really do be like that, though. Okay, so I think the key part of this clone defense here on the beaches of Kashyyyk is to keep this AB7 alive. If they can maintain this as a power on the field of battle here, then the clones could be in an amazing position from which to win this. But if they lose that, then I'm afraid they won't have just the firepower to deal with the oncoming droids. And the droids are almost in like a defensive posture themselves now. They're you know, taking cover behind barricades and things like that. They're not really advancing very much, so it's almost as if we have two trench lines, one sort of geared up right here, and then the other geared up right here, and it's just two trench lines duking it out, like getting suppressed, causing suppression. It's very sort of trench warfare-y, except if the trenches were within, you know, weapon range of each other. And of course, Lord Bob at the head of it all, just chilling. Oh, this Wookiee turret's still alive too. These Wookiee turrets are sick. This one's got 30 kills, that's not bad. This one's got 13, and this one's got 22. So these ones, they're not exactly like astoundingly good, but they're doing their job quite nicely, which is, you know, anything that can help, honestly. And the droids don't really seem to be doing too much against them. They're trying to take them out, but that frontal armor on those turrets is really hard. The only real way to take them out is if you completely flank them. But the droids, again, are not getting far enough forward in which to execute an effective flank. But it does look cool when they shoot their pew-pew weapons. But of course. Okay. Yeah, and this right side over here is really crumbling, actually. They have almost no troopers left alive over here. Look at this. So blue on the minimap now is the droids. Really, on the right side, they've got this pocket right here. They've got a few guys who went very, very far forward, and then a few randos scattered about the beach. And then the left side has a high concentration of droids left alive. So the clones are still outnumbered pretty heavily, and they are seriously running low on men, and it seems like they have the opposite situation as the droids, where on this side over here they have a lot of troopers, but then on this side over here they have very minimal number of troopers. So I think this battle could still swing either way, actually, which is kind of neat. I think the AV7 cannon, though, is just the saving grace of the clone army currently, as it's now being able to pour fire over this way, where these explosions are clearly being caused by the AV7 cannon. So I think that's really neat. I wonder, how many kills does it have now? 107. Yeah, that's the power of an AV7 cannon. And the droids aren't targeting it whatsoever. We haven't seen, like, any shot towards this trooper. Not to mention, he has no front armor or anything. Oh, there we go. There's a few shots actually being fired at it. Albeit almost like one shot out of like 20 right there hit him. But yeah, just like gear up a few troopers to really target that thing and you can take it out rather easily. Also, if they had any bazooka troopers in range, that one shot kills those things actually. But I think the problem is no one's actually in range. And on this side over here, these Wookiee turrets still causing so much pain for the droids. All right, you know, let's do something here where we. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to risk getting yelled at in the comments section. I'm just going to let the battle continue. Alright. I actually thought the droids might sort of have this battle in the bag very early on. I saw them, and of course you saw them too, but and let me know if you guys thought this as well, but I really thought the droids were just going to do a clean sweep. I thought they were going to come through and just crush anything that was in their way, because that's sort of what they were doing in the very beginning. We saw these defensive lines here just crumble in seconds, but then all of a sudden the clones just sort of did a steadfast foothold, and I think that's where we're sort of at now, where the droids are unable to sort of compete with that steadfast foothold that the clones have managed to establish. Is that Wookiee up here still alive? He is! I love this guy. This guy's sweet. He's only got a pistol though. Here, let's any cool weapons around here that this guy can pick up? Not anything great. Pick up a DC-15A, bud. Why not? Yeah, pick up that. Pick up health pack. I just want to see this dude like do some stuff, because I don't think he was able to target anyone with his pistol. Hey, get into a better position. There we go. Yeah. See, now he's firing. There we go. Oh, he's also getting shot at now, though. I might have led to an early demise of this guy, because now he's being targeted pretty heavily, but it's still cool to see him from his little sniper's desk going at it. He's actually getting some hits, probably a kill or two, maybe even. This is kind of sick. This dude's a real OG. How many kills does he have? He's got none, but like he's doing some Overwatch now. He's getting some hits on the droids. Maybe not enough, and at this is a pretty far distance, so maybe not enough to actually cop any kills, but like, I don't know, I think it's still cool. Whatever. Yeah, the droid line's really thinning right now. Not a ton going for him. Still got some stragglers back here too. This guy, he might just be stuck. No, he's not stuck, he's just straggling. Alright, why don't we, just to keep things interesting during this battle, we're going to push a force to the left over here, because right now they were all just sort of undercover right there, but we're gonna do a bold thing and send a force to the left and see if they can do anything from here. So here we go. The clones aren't even noticing them push to the left over this way. And so now they're getting in over here. The clone turrets, though, responding with some fire and nailing a few droids early. The droids actually managed to get a kill, though, from these guys in here. This pistol Wookiee firing away at one of the droids. Maybe trying to get a kill or two. But yeah, the droids, at least they got a little bit of a flank going. They're getting a few kills, making things a bit diverse here. Still, the frontal attack continues on. A few droids here and there firing away. This guy laying down in the bodies of clone troopers. Oh, and our sniper Wookiee friend up here is still alive, still kicking, and actually competing with the guy we were just looking at. How about these guys? How are these guys doing? Are they actually all dead now? Ooh, they might be. Okay, that's development. There's still some guys who are very far forward over here, though. How's Lord Bob doing? Lord Bob still alive? He better be. Yeah, he is. Cool. Good on you, Lord Bob. Alright, here, let's push some of these guys out onto their defenses. Since we helped the droids a little bit, we'll re-gear the clone defensive lines. Not that these are really getting attacked anymore. It seems like these Wookiee turrets are the matter of much scrutiny at the moment. And they are still just clearing out these droids. just completely. I think the flank was like effective in that it was more effective than what the droids were doing, but I don't think it was ever going to win this battle for him. Not one bit. Yeah. It's tough, it's tough. So, right now, and I'm just going to take this moment while we sort of watch the small embers of the remainder of this battle fizzle away into darkness. I've been taking an Age of the Crusades course at school, and it's actually like fascinating. It makes me want to do like Crusader battles and things like that, but there's not a ton of good battle simulators for like medieval times. I suppose I could use Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, but that one's not the best either for accuracy or anything of the sorts, but it would still be kind of cool. Like I want to do like the Siege of Antioch and things like that, which I think would be really, really neat. But oh my god, so many crazy things happened during the Crusade. Like, wild alignment of like perfect timing. No, our sniper friend ended up going down up there. Oh, poor guy. I liked him a lot. Yeah, it is a wild thing to learn about. I really am enjoying it. I don't know. Do you guys like it when I sort of talk about random things during videos, or would you rather I just stuck to the battle? I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to stick to just talking about the battle, especially in times like these where nothing too much is really happening except for constant like fire and no one's really dying. So like, I don't know. Hey, let me know what you guys think. I always read the comments, so if you guys suggest something or recommend something, I'll likely take it into consideration. So, all right, the droids really aren't doing anything right now, and the clones at this point outnumber them. So we'll just do one last big push for the droids. We're just gonna push them forward. I want to make it fair. This looks like a better position. We're just gonna, actually just push in here. Push in here. So we're gonna re-gear all of the droids to push this way. Seems like our buddies over here and one Trandoshan are getting pretty heavily targeted by the AV-7, so they might not make it to the rendezvous point. A few droids down the middle, sort of crawling forward. That's probably a good strategy at this point. Just stay low. Try not to get hit by anything. Here we go. Maybe they can finally take out these Wookiee turrets when they're so close. This guy's running back. Dude! What are you doing? This guy didn't even come forward. Alright. So that was a bust. One guy followed orders. Nope, nope, okay. Okay, bye. What the heck? Okay, let's see. Can we just get the droids to just come forward? Oh, the Trandoshan followed orders. He's up there. Oh, he exploded. Hey, got a clone kill and took out one of the turrets. There you go, bud. There you go. Alright, so the last of the droids are up here. Oh, there's the Trandoshan. Okay, he didn't explode like I thought he did. Oh, the Wookiee turret just got unmanned. Okay. Well, now these guys are all up in here. Grenades being thrown at the turrets now. The droid's getting pretty much eviscerated by them as they're still alive. One of the turrets going down, though. We got a Trandoshan and a battle droid. They're healing right now. Let's see. This guy's name is Lampawaru. Pretty sweet name. Alright, Lampawaru. Why don't you take this guy's rocket launcher. Take it in. And we'll hit him with a... Booyah! Oh. Uh-oh. How are you still alive, dude? Wow. Oh, man. That was a bad shot. Wow, Trandoshans can take a lot of heat. Holy cow, I didn't know that. Alright, well, the clones did manage to hold fast in this defense, even though I didn't really think they would. Let's check out the losses here. So yellow are the dead clone trooper vehicles and humans, slash Wookiees. Red are the dead droid, battle droids, droid vehicles, and Trandoshans. So as you can see, there's a lot of red on the battlefield. A lot of blood on the beaches. That'd be actually a pretty good title for the video. Clone blood on the shores of Kashyyyk. I don't know. Maybe. Something like that. Could be kind of cheesy. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of destruction here, obviously. Not a ton left alive. This Wookiee turret had 28 kills. This one had 31. It's not bad. This clone had no kills. This Wookiee had none. This clone had none. This clone had none. A lot of the clones that get kills end up getting killed themselves. This turret had 43. That's pretty good. This guy had none. This turret ended up having 2, but it had like many occupiers. Lord Bob had none, but he was more of a observatory role. This guy had 3. This guy had none. This guy had none. This guy had 4. That's not bad. This guy had 3. 3. 1. 3. That's not bad. 4. 1. And this thing, the saving grace of the defense, had 118 kills. That's wild. And then, of course, there were lots of fallen clones in the front and in the middle sections of the battle, going all the way back. Really, there was dead clones pretty much everywhere. This battle could have gone very, very differently if this cannon hadn't managed to stay alive. Literally, the droids just needed to kill this cannon, and they would have had enough troops to win this battle. But sadly, they did not. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Comment and subscribe if you did. Check out all my socials, link in the description below. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future, if I can do anything else, if I can do anything different, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.